Okay, welcome to 2.4. This covers stem and leaf plots. We're going to go through the vocab. I'm going to give you a real quick example of what a stem and leaf plot looks like, so you'll have something to come into class with tomorrow. Tomorrow we will just put a lot of those stem and leaf plots together. I'm noticing one of the weird things about talking into the camera these last couple times is I get really close and think that I'm talking to you, and all you can see is my mouth. It's really awkward, but I guess you won't know what I'm looking at then. So, all right, anyways, stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot is data that's ordered from least to greatest, and it's organized by its place value. Now, it should be pretty strong with place value because we've worked with that quite a bit. You worked with it since you're a little kid, but place value is today is essentially going to be your ones place and your tens place. The cool thing about a stem and leaf plot is that it really lets you group things into groups of 10. And to see how much is there. Now, you can make some adjustments and do it with hundreds and thousands and so on, and we'll look at that tomorrow. But today you'll see how it can be handy just to see things in groups of 10. So anything from 10 to 19, or 20 to 29, 30 to 39, etc. So that's a stem and leaf plot. Stems are the left side of the vertical line, and it consists of the larger place value that you use. Okay, and so a stem and leaf plot's basically going to look like this. Here's being our vertical line. The stems belong over here. Okay, so here's going to be our stems, and they're the largest place value that you're sorting your numbers by. Okay, so the stems are where you start out. If you wanted to use the hundreds or the thousands, you would use those as your stem instead. Okay, and we'll see lots of examples about that tomorrow. Your leaves are a small place value on the right side of the line. So, for example, if I used a number in the tens, my tens would be on this side, my ones would be a leaf. Okay, so that's where my leaves go. If I used hundreds, I would organize typically with my hundreds as my stem, my tens place as my leaf. Okay, I wouldn't really care so much about my ones, just based on what my numbers were doing. And so that goes into your decision making too, is how you want to do that. You may need, if you had 241, you may have 24, 1, or 237, 2, 3, and then a 7. And again, we'll look at a bunch of examples of that. We'll start off with some easy ones for today, though. Okay, and then each one's going to have a key, and I'll make a key here in a little bit. But a key is going to be down here, and it's just going to say that certain numbers equal something else, right? And so here's a really basic, let me turn this camera a little bit so you can see a little bit more of that stem and leaf portion. Here's some basic numbers. If we went ages of teachers in the school, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, you know, if I don't know any exact, but we probably have a 23-year-old and some 26-year-olds and a 28-year-old. And we'll say 35 and 42 and 47 and 52, and there's just a couple numbers. I don't know if those are anybody's actual birthdays, but we'll just throw those out there. A stem and leaf plots can go like this. First of all, I got tens. Tens place is my biggest digit, so I'm going to make that my stem because that's my biggest place value. Okay, and so for stems, I have numbers in the 20s, which shows by my 2. I got numbers in the 30s. I have numbers in the 40s. And I have numbers in the 50s. Right? Now my leaves I want to put in numeric order from least to greatest. And so I'm going to go through all my numbers, and they won't always be organized like this, but again, it's just an example. Okay, I have 23. So here I have 20. And my leaf, I'm going to put a 3. 23. 26. Okay? Carries over. You put a little comma in there if you want to tell the difference. Another 26. So 20, there's my first 26, here's my second 26. I got 28. I'm going to put an 8 in there. Now once I'm done with that, I leave it, I move to my 3s. Okay, my 3 stands for 30. Okay, so I have 35, I got 42 and 47, and 52. Okay, now one of these I'm going to pick out as being my key, and so my key is going to say, well, I have 4-2, and that equals 42. And that's showing me that 4 vertical line 2 is equal to 42. And that helps me realize what numbers I'm using. So if you're using the hundreds, it would help you pick that apart. Okay, now a lot of things you can do with this. You can say, hey, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers in that data set. hey, now that I know I got 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, here's the middle. Okay, I can find my median. It can help you find your range. Large number, small number. And so stem and leaf plot's really handy to help you do a variety of things.